Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome to another rousing edition of RJ's Lives. We got our fine international panel, and I want to thank everybody that's in the chat, everybody that's going to watch this later, especially you, Sue Chicken, because you say you can't join our live streams because of your schedule. So just know we record this just for you, and then we'll just go on from there. But we have, of course, Stephen from Patty's Potato Peelers. We have Ray from North Star Knife Reviews, John from Thrifty Kniffy, and the man of the hour, Tom from Knife Delights. And we're here. This is a kind of a special episode because we're going to have a big giveaway. We're celebrating Tom getting over 1,000 subscribers and graduating past that YouTube self inflicted wall that they put on all YouTubers that you can't really do anything till you get over 1,000. So we welcome Tom to the club, and we're trying to get Ray from North Star over that wall. So if anybody has not subscribed to North Star Knife Reviews, please do us a favor and subscribe to him. Check out some of his content. He has some really cool knives to show. Are there any buck lovers in the house? Jerome asks. I don't know. I think he's looking at you, Tom. Yeah. So
buck lover, me?
Yeah.
How could I get accused of that?
Right. And so, so please subscribe to Ray's channel. Let's see if we can knock him over the wall. I'm sure we could. We got lots of people. And yes, absolutely. Thrifty reminds us to hit the thumbs up button. We need to definitely have a bunch of likes and shares and all that other stuff for these things. So, anyways, one of the things about North Star with Ray is he's really big into Nordic knives and stuff. And how did that come about for you, Ray? How did you get that interest?
Well, actually, it's kind of weird because I was never really a fixed blade person. I grew up in rural Iowa, and everybody carried pocket knives. For use on the farm. Not a whole lot of people carried fixed blades unless they were hunting or something. But I got into it a few years ago. I started just looking at history of knives and really started getting into the Pukos and some of these Nordic knives. And I just, I did a series last January, I guess, about 10 different videos. And I brought a few out here. This is, for example, this is from Wood Jewel. And Wood Jewel is a pretty inexpensive maker. I mean, these run about $35. It's reindeer antler, goat burl, and curly birch with 80 CRV2 blade. Comes with a traditional style sheath. We've got this little twisted leather that holds it. And, these aren't going to be as nice a fit and finish as some of your, $150, $200 knives. For example, you can see where they peen the end of it. It's not ground smooth and stuff. But, for $35 or so, I can't beat that really for me. Got another one a little smaller here again, reindeer antler and curly birch. And I get these, I'll just put a plug for this. Knives of the North. This is a company out of upstate New York, and they have free shipping. I think it's over $30, so really inexpensive. I think Ragweed Forge also does some good stuff. I've heard. I haven't used them, but that's what I hear. Got another little. This one is from Ahti, which is also a Finnish maker. There are a lot of these small companies in Finland where you've got maybe a family or maybe 15 people as employees. This is the Tika, which means woodpecker, I'm told in Finnish, and it's got a little woodpecker on the sheath. I don't know if you can see it at all. But again, just nice little knives. They're made, they work really well for bushcraft. And then this got me into sort of starting to try to put some handles on things myself. And I just brought a couple. I want to give a shout out to John at JO Ventures for doing this absolutely beautiful sheath, dangler.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
And this is actually a BPS blade from Ukraine, but this has got walnut and mahogany on here. And I'm not going to show all these, but I do want to show one that I've got that's a different style blade that some of you may not be familiar with. This is a Yakut knife. I got this blade, ordered it from a guy in Siberia.
Let me bring that up. I'm sorry, I've been so involved with the chat and everything. Let me put you up a big screen. That's a beautiful knife.
Yeah, I ordered the blade from a guy in Siberia, and luckily I ordered it before all the stuff with Ukraine happened, because I don't know if I could get it anymore. But you can see it's concave in the back, and so it's all flat on this side. So you've got what we might call a chisel grind, and this is modeled after this. They've been making these for 300 years or plus, and it's modeled after the old bone knives. They take reindeer bone, cut it, hollow it out, and use it. And this adds strength, particularly when you're dealing in the cold. It adds lateral strength. It's like if you're an engineer and you have a little bridge, an arch on it, any pressure gets pushed out to the sides rather than going straight down. So it helps make it stronger when you're using it. And very easy to sharpen as well, because let me see here. Sorry. You just lay it flat on whatever your sharpening stone, and you don't have to try and find a bevel or anything. And really, really nice heavy duty. And then I put this desert ironwood and walnut up at the top. And I'll shut up for a minute so I don't take too much time here. But
no, take all the time you need.
We'll look at a few more later too, if you want.
Yeah, we're interested in this stuff too. That's why we ask, and because you're kind of the closest thing we have to an expert on these kind of knives. I actually have just two, and okay. I can show you those real
I think
quick.
Also I really like traditional sort of the old style knives that might be used in different cultures. And so, like the traditionals that we have in the US, but I also like these Nordic traditionals and this like from Siberia and all that. I just think it's fun to collect all of that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's a very interesting knife. I hadn't seen one like that, but it's almost like it has a giant fuller on the one side.
Sort of, yeah.
Fullers are added for strength in steel, so that's just a really big one. But oh man, everybody in the chat is blowing up. They all want to hear you talk, Ray. So you got any more? They want it.
All right, yeah, sure. I can pull a few.
Nerve.
Another one that I put the handle on. This is just a Mora classic. I think this is a #1 blade. And on this, it's got a little brass bolster. This is ebony, stacked birch bark, and walnut at the end. And this one is a much smaller grip on it. And this is just a little Amazon sheath that I put this one in. This is one that I wanted to talk a little bit about kitchen knives. I actually use this one in the kitchen quite a bit, even though it's not optimal, the geometry. But again, this is a carbon Mora #2 blade with walnut and stacked birch bark. But I use this a lot to, you don't want to cut anything like potatoes because it just splits it.
Right.
Rather than slicing through, but meat and stuff, this works well. You can see there's a lot of patina on this blade that I've used. Here's another wood jewel. I guess I can pull out. This is one that I ordered to use a lot. You can see this one's patinaed. This is not a very traditional thing, but it's got this spiral carving on it, and that really makes it fit well in the hand. Because one of these things about these Prusos, traditionally, they don't have any guard. Okay. Right. I mean, they're not meant for stabbing. Okay. Right. It's bushcraft, basically. Right. But nice thing about this I like is that it really gives me a good solid purchase on it. I don't have to, if I'm using it outside or something, I don't have to worry as much about it. So that's kind of really nice.
Beautiful.
But if any of you have some knives, Nordic knives, let's see them.
Yeah, I actually do. So let me and one of them is going to hit both of your criteria. But so my first Nordic knife that I ever got was this Mora. This is, I think, the #2, and then I did a paracord wrap on the plastic sheath. But this is a carbon steel. It's got the traditional red handle, like Ray said, no guard on it, and just a really super nice bushcrafting knife. And that's all that I would ever use this for. It's kind of a collector piece for me because I got this from a friend of mine that I've lost touch with. But if you ever see this, Colin, give me a call or something, because I miss you, buddy. It's been a long time. But yeah, it's just a regular Mora, but I got this in a trade with him because we were friends, doing the knife thing before I did YouTube. But then as far as a kitchen knife, one of the things I use a lot is this little fillet knife, this little Rapala. And this is excellent. I use this all the time for prepping and barbecue and stuff like that. It's actually a kind of a fish knife, but it's just one of the really nice ones with the nice, sheath on it. Got this at Walmart, but that's a really good kitchen knife for me. And then my other kitchen knife that I use a lot in the kitchen is my Opinel number 8. And it's got some patina on it. And this is just such a great slicer. And I use this mostly for fruits and vegetables whenever I'm, slicing those things up. But that's it for my kitchen knives and my Nordic knives. So I'm out.
Well, I've got just one thing I'll throw up, and I want to answer a question. I can't figure out how to type comments. So,
okay. No
I
problem.
saw Jaron Voss asked where I get the wood. Some of it's scrapped, some of it, quite honestly, Amazon. Amazon, you can get blanks. Like this one was probably a 2x2 blank that I then used. I've got a power sander and stuff out in the garage, which actually I haven't made one for about 4 months because living in Minnesota, I've got an unattached garage that's not heated.
Right.
And so I'd be icicle fingers out there. But yeah, if you go and wood turning blanks, that way I could get just little, ironwood. If I wanted to buy a lot of it, it'd be pretty darn expensive. So that's where I get it usually. And then my other kitchen knife that I wanted to bring out is this. It's an old hickory. You see it's kind of wearing off there, but this is their old hickory cotton sampler. And this is the best vegetable knife I have ever found. And it's all in the geometry because it's very thin and very tall. And this, my dad always had a garden and we had vegetables all the time and didn't appreciate them then. Getting a little older, I do now. But for things like cauliflower or Brussels sprouts or potatoes or anything that's, I said that that Mora would just split things open. This just slices right through. The only issue is sometimes things will stick to it, like potatoes when they're wet. But these are like $13-15, and I use this darn near every day in my kitchen. It's just a great vegetable knife.
Nice. So Ray, when you make handles, are you actually doing wood turning, or are you just
I don't have a lathe. What I do, and this is what a lot of people I went online, and when I started doing this, because I was like, gosh, that looks hard. I'm not the brightest bulb in the lamp, but can I do it? And a lot of people use just if you have a small belt sander or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
I've got a little tabletop one, and you can just take it and shape it on there how you want. And then I've got my little drill press to drill out.
Right.
But I don't have a lathe. I could do different things with that. That would be fun. But my wife says I can only spend a certain amount of money on it. So
yeah, as wives are wont to do.
Yeah.
That's a shock.
Okay, Tom, you got something there. I've seen you brandishing that knife for a while.
Yeah.
So
You know what? I have this Huko style knife because who was that guy? North Star something or another. He's one of those Minnesotans. Anyway, he made me this and sent it to me. And it's got the Mora blade and 3 types of wood here. We got ebony, walnut, and cherry wood. And this is a fantastic knife and a fantastic handle. It's very comfortable. I've been using it a lot, just practicing with it. So I just love this knife. So the other one that I would, I guess, consider to be a Nordic knife, and this is one of the Rapala J. Martini Finland knives. It's from their classic birch series, and they call this a bird knife. So it's just a very thin knife here for cleaning small game, kind of like a very short fillet knife. Very sharp, very handy. So I want to thank Ray there for turning me on, I guess, to these style of knives. I took an interest to them. He has a great channel where he goes over the history of a lot of these great series. So I encourage everybody to make sure and go over to North Star Knife Reviews, check his channel out, and hit that subscribe button. Let's get him over 700. Let's catapult him past that.
Yep, we'll see what we can do. That's for sure.
Thank you very much, Tom. I appreciate that.
Hey, you're a good friend. I've really enjoyed getting to know you. And
Well, that is mutual, my friend.
he's just been so generous to me, and yeah, great guy, everyone.
Yeah, that's what's awesome about the community is that we have so many good people in here. All right, did either Patty or Thrifty, do you have anything? A kitchen knife or there we go.
Yeah, so I actually got this after watching one of North Star's videos. This is just the basic Mora knife. What do they call that?
The companion.
The basic 511,
Yeah.
and comes with the plastic sheath. And I learned from someone on the channel how you use this to stack the knives. This little attachment here on the, and then you could take a second handle and put it on there. I think it was that CB? Yeah, CB Tactical showed us that.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting. I didn't know that ahead of that, but there's your belt clip and just a standard handle type, real cheap. You know, what is this? The 12C 27, probably something like that.
Yeah.
This
the
is
stainless.
the carbon
it's
steel, whatever they use there. Nice Scandi grind on it, as you would expect.
Yes.
But I have looked at that Rapala that you're talking about many times in Walmart, RJ, and have a similar Opinel that you showed there. Was that the number 9 or number 8?
It was a number 8.
Okay, I think I have a number 8 or 9. I can't remember right offhand. But yeah, as far as the kitchen cutlery, I've just been using whatever the wife bought. I haven't actually used anything that I bought for knives. And the more I keep seeing the other old hickory knife and thinking about buying that, and then North Star just showed that one, so I'm like, maybe I should try to check that one out. Is that one that's still available, North Star? Or is that
this cotton?
The cotton sampler?
Yeah. You know, again, you can order it from Ontario. You can order from Amazon. And yeah, you know, it looks like the, you know, if you get one of those Rough Rider cotton samplers and scale it up.
Yeah.
I don't know that they actually ever use these to sample cotton, but that's what they call it. So, yeah. And, you know, it is carbon steel, just like most of the old hickories. So you're going to have to take care of it and not let your kids put it in the dishwasher or something like that, which makes me want to send them out for adoption if they ever do stuff like that. But, you know, I actually bought a very cheap set of Amazon knives just for my kids to use because I saw one of my good Wusthof knives in the dishwasher once. And I said, no, you can't do that. So,
right.
But
well,
yeah,
I was thinking about buying the old hickory butcher knife prior. Well, last week somebody was showing that, or maybe it was the week before. But now I'm going to be debating which one to get of those two, I guess.
All right. Steven's ready. Here we go.
Yes, I'm ready. Now, just a little prelims. I was a bushcrafter before I was ever a knife person. And I know that sounds a bit strange because bushcrafting is all about knives. But I was at that stage where I wouldn't have spent £50 on a knife unless you had my arm up my back and pushed me against the wall. So I started with Moras as bushcraft knives. And to be honest with you, they're so good, I never looked for anything else because they just done everything. I seen boys on the bushcraft channels showing off their knives, and they're beautiful looking knives. And some of the ones that Ray showed, just the workmanship, they're not expensive knives, some of them, but the workmanship that goes into them is absolutely phenomenal. But I started off with a Mora Robust. And I've had so many different types of Moras. This is all I've got left now because kids have got them and grandkids. But I've had this Mora Robust. There's bits and pieces on it. I've had this for years, and it must be 15 years. You can see how well this has been used, abused. It's been batoned. Now, the Mora Robust is a bit of a thicker spine than on the basic Moras, which makes it absolutely perfect for bushcraft. Now, it's not a full tang. I believe the tang goes up to about here. But I honestly, I batoned. I couldn't tell you how much with this. And I have an old fire starter on the front of it. And it's just the same knife I used then. And I've never felt the urge to replace it with a more expensive one. And I think that's testament to Mora and how good their knives are. But, excuse me, my daughter-in-law moved in. Her grandfather had died. And her and my son were looking for a house to rent at the time. And they were given the opportunity of renting the old grandfather's house. Oh, excuse me. They were given a chance to rent the grandfather's house, so they went ahead and rented it. And part of the chore was they had to clear it out. And they found this in the garage. And this is an old Mora. And you can see by the sheath there, it's got the Mora crown there and the sheath.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
I'm not sure. I know it's quite old, but this is one the grandfather had bought. And this is a gorgeous little blade. Quite a good thick stock on it compared to the basic ones. But I just think this fuller and all on it, and you can see the Mora stamp up here. Probably not see it very clear, but I'll try.
Yeah, we can see it.
Can't remember what it says, but it's the handle, everything about this is just so comfortable in hand. Really, really comfortable. Again, if you had to, you can get your finger around the back. If you did want to push in, you can actually have your finger curved around here so as your hand doesn't slip forward. But I just find it an absolutely amazing knife. And this was full of rust when I got it. And I think I have a video on it back then. I cleaned it all up, and I didn't go over the top. I just sympathetically cleaned it up, and I put a secondary bevel on it. So I've sort of taken this into my storing for one of their children, their eldest children, or any one of them who ever needs a bushcraft knife when they grow up. They just come to Pops and they can have this one. But I'm just taking it until they're growing up.
Right.
So I was really chuffed to get that. I love it. I've never used it in anger, to be honest with you. It's one I'm just saving for the kids.
Nice.
Kitchen knives. I'm the same. This is my most used knife. It's a little paring knife, old hickory. Has it got it on the hand? Yeah. It's starting to get worn away now. You can't see it. But it's an old hickory. I just use this constantly. And I love carbon steel. I know people think it's dirty and all. I just love carbon steel. And that's why I like using it. It sharpens up with two stripes, on a ceramic rod I have in the kitchen. This one, now, it is getting a wee bit bad. This is my caravan one, and I haven't resharpened it or tidied it up before I go back down again. You can see I'm starting to get the rust on the edge, so I'll need to do it probably this week because we'll be going down again. Again, an old hickory butcher's knife. Good. It's not thick, but it's good enough to go through. I take chickens apart and anything with it. It's an absolutely fantastic knife, I have to say. I love it. And it's funny, like, this is nearly a Scandi grind on this, as you can see at the bottom of it. It's close to a Scandi grind. But this is one thing that I found out since I came into the knife community is that, if you don't tell a blade what it can do, you'd be amazed what your blades can do. They don't know that they're thick and can only do one task. I mean, honestly, if you hear about geometry, if you've got a knife in your hand, 99 times out of 100, it's going to do exactly what you've got it in your hand for.
I would agree with that. Yeah, it doesn't take a genius to do the math on that one, right?
Yeah.
I got, if I could just jump in real quick, RJ,
Absolutely.
I have something special I wanted to show everybody. I was flabbergasted, but Zen Ali sent me this buck knife here. It is a number 506. And I hate to say the word rare, but it is probably a hard to find knife. They didn't make them for that long or make that many of them. Buck came out with these and they called it the Lady Buck. And I guess the sales were down because it sounded too feminine. So they renamed it the White Knight. So it is basically the same frame and blade as the 505 Knight. But on this, they put the white micarta scales on it. So I just wanted to say thank you so much to Zen Ali and for his terrific generosity. And I put this out here because you'll hear me say it over and over. There's just so many special people in this knife community, and it just, it's just very touching when you receive gifts like this. So thank you, Zen.
Absolutely.
Well done, Zen.
That's a fantastic gift, Zen. And I've been lucky to be the recipient of a couple of gifts from him too. And Zen is just an outstanding member of the community. What a great guy. So anyways, what do we got next? What are we looking at? Anybody got something new that they want to show, or anybody got something that they want to take off in a whole different area? Here we go. Ray's got something. Ray, you're muted.
There we go. All right.
Ray,
So
Ray,
this is- Yep.
Ray, only I can do that. I'm the only one allowed to talk when I'm muted, okay?
Well, I didn't mean to step on your toes there, Tom.
Yeah,
That's all right.
his nickname is Tommy the Mute.
So this is a Queen, U.S. made Queen number 22. And this, I think this one is from the 60s because it doesn't have the Queen Tang stamp. It's got, if you can see it, it's got the patent number. And I think they put it out on these up until late 60s, early 70s. I think they started with this one in 61. It's kind of a unique knife because it doesn't have a back spring showing, and you'll notice it doesn't have a pin for the spring. Because what it is, you've got, and this is a Barlow, you got the two blades, and what you've got is aluminum bolsters, and this is all one piece, okay? All aluminum, and then the back springs hook in back here, back here and up here, and they pivot against this rather than having a pin. And I saw this on eBay a couple of years ago, and it just seemed really interesting. So I picked it up, even though, I respect Barlows. They're just not my style, but I really liked this was really unique. And it's got the Sawcut Delrin or something, but I thought that was just kind of a cool, different kind of construction on it.
Never seen one of them. That is amazing.
Yeah, I've never seen one of those either. That is really a cool knife. I thought, man, Steven's going to be all excited to see this. I mean, a Queen Barlow like that.
I mean, I love Queen knives, but that is just, I've never seen one. And it's lovely when you get to see something unique. That is one I would keep in your collection because I would say that's worth a couple of pounds now.
Yes,
that really is.
I see them occasionally on eBay, and they weren't that. I think I got this for about $30.
Oh my goodness!
I thought it was pretty good.
I hate the fact you get eBay.
And the snap on this thing is just, I don't know if you guys can hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Absolutely
great.
fabulous.
That's going to get John going because he loves to hear that walk and talk. Okay, Tom, what you got there?
Well, just while somebody else is grabbing a knife, I jump in here. We're half hour into the show. This is a little Rough Rider Cub is what they call it. part of the Copper Swirl series. Just a beautiful little lockback knife. I did a mineral oil bath on it, and it just really made it shine up. There's nice brass liners to it. Has a very nice box that it comes in. And it's a great little knife. And everyone, RJ sent this to me to review. And I am sending it on to North Star Knife Reviews because, again, we're trying to get him over that 700 subscriber mark. So this is going to him. I'll get it out to him sometime this week. And he's putting stuff together for a giveaway at 700 subs. So once again, please head over to North Star Knife Reviews and hit that subscription button.
Oh, there we go. Michael Morgan says he's carrying 165 worth of buck knives today. He has a 110 and the 55.
Wow.
Yeah, you're right, El Phoenix. That is a big box for a little knife, but I think they use that box for all the knives in that series. So
Yeah,
one box and everything else.
It is. Nice box.
Okay, and hey, rolling in hot, we have NebuCloud has decided to join our 1000K giveaway for you, Tom. And so NebuCloud, you're here, you're muted, but if you want to jump in with something, you got your little display table going.
Hey everyone. I didn't realize I was crashing at a giveaway. I'm sorry about that.
No.
No, you're welcome. Come on
Everybody's
in.
welcome.
Yeah, we'll just have a good time.
I've been running kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. Last night was kind of crazy. I had a live sale and it went till about 11:30. I barely caught Big Red EDC's live last night, just barely. And even after my live sale yesterday, I got a whole bunch of extra inquiries and requests, and I had to send videos, and I haven't even done invoicing yet.
Well, why don't you tell the audience, kind of the stuff that you sell in your store? Because the little crystal skull that I have on my board came from Jason. And if you guys like
I'm happy
that
to
kind of stuff, go ahead and let them know what you're up to.
So I'm a distributor for Leandro de Souza. Here's his card.
Here, I'll bring you up big screen so they can see that.
Leandro de Souza is a master carver from Brazil. When I say master carver, he's in the same leagues as master bladesmith, only that he's working with stone. I'm really impressed by the carvings that he makes because the tools that he uses are very primitive. He mostly uses a wet circular saw, and he creates things like, well, here, let me show you this guy. So this is a one solid piece of quartz, and you can see it's a rather thick material. He made this mask. I think it's incredible. It's in the form of a crystal skull. You can see the teeth.
That is so cool. I know what you're going for in Halloween.
Right? These are awesome. These are really, really awesome. Now, as a master blade or as a master carver, these pieces are not easy to come by. They're also rather pricey. He does have his pricing. All of the pricing that is in my shop is actually set by him. I do offer payment plans. I do want to get to that. The payment plans, I try to be pretty fair with. I try to let people work with me. In most cases, I kind of also restrict it a little bit because I get all sorts of requests, but I like to carry stuff, even the small stuff. Here's what I'm carrying today. This is an ametrine. Look how rich that purple color is.
That really is. What kind of stone is that?
So we've got two different stones combined together. This is mostly amethyst from Bahia, Brazil. And there's also a little bit of yellow quartz called citrine that's also in this material. It's really pretty. I think everyone that's on my Instagram would probably go crazy if they saw this guy right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
I haven't even shown him at all, but he's one of my favorites. I named him Ciruelo, which means plum in Spanish. I think it's really cool. So I'm carrying him. A piece like this is probably going to range about $250 to $300. I do offer payment plans, is what I was trying to get at, and I usually do for anything over $200. Some sort of payment plan for people. I leave it open. I usually work with PayPal, and like I said, everyone gets a certificate of authenticity, both from my shop as well as from Leandro. Leandro's been doing these carvings for over 40 years, but let me show you what I've got on my desk here. I'm just kind of clearing out my space here. My EDC has kind of gotten bougie. And it wasn't intentional. It just kind of happened. This has been something that has been a lifelong passion. But I'm going to show you guys my desk here. Sorry, it's a bit of a mess. So I've got one gigantic mask here. These are all carved by him. Everything that you see here is actually carved by the same carver. I've got quite a selection. I have everything from humanoid, like tribal looking skulls, to alien skulls.
And the dragons are pretty cool too.
I've been collecting for a long time, since I was 5 years old. I'm 44 now. So I know a lot about them, the scientific aspect of it. I'm not a geologist, at least not credited, but I have quite a bit of knowledge on these stones just because I've studied them for so long. And I love them. I have small pieces as well. RJ just mentioned dragons. I've got little dragons.
That is class.
Yep. Is that cool or what?
And these are things that I feel like are awesome to carry with you as part of your EDC. I have some really cool pieces too here. Let me bring out, this area is kind of dark here. Let me turn on the light. Sorry about that. I have some smaller pieces here. You can see them on this plate right here. I think these are fantastic for EDC. These are actually carved by Igor Souza, Leandro de Souza's son, but they're small and they're flat pieces here. They're small, flat pieces that you can easily put in your pocket. They have some incredible color as well.
Yeah.
I think these are awesome little pieces that you can add to your EDC. They tell a bit of a story. There's a little bit of drama to them. And in some ways, I think they kind of uplift what you're doing as far as your EDC. I have some really cool big pieces. And various stones. We can show all of these pieces, but I've been working with this guy. I'm trying to find him a home. He's getting a good deal, whoever gets him. He weighs a little over 2,200 grams. I don't remember what that weighs in pounds. My scale died on me last night. But I'm offering him for $1,500. He's a really cool aventurine piece. Really tribal looking. I think they're awesome. These are awesome pieces. I am working with a luxury crowd, but I'm trying to get the EDC community into them. I know that we've got some budget stuff or a budget crowd here in this community here, but I'm also budget oriented. I know I have a lot of pieces that are really expensive. These are actually on consignment from the carver. I gained a really cool relationship with him. He's got a fantastic vision, and I'm excited that he's invested in me. Like, look at all the stuff that he sent me. He sent me over $20,000 worth of material, and I'm really grateful that he saw something in me. I told him about the knife community. He's really excited to be part of it as well. On the first day that I met him, I gave him a Leatherman. So he's got some EDC already. But I just wanted to show you guys just a little bit of what I have here. I know you guys had some curiosity. You guys can always reach out to me if you guys are curious about pieces that I carry in my shop.
Yeah, that's awesome, Jason. It really is. It's so cool that you have all that kind of stuff, and the EDC aspect of it too is kind of interesting. To carry around a crystal, especially one of those flat-sided ones, like you could have it like a worry stone, in your pocket, something to fidget with while you're.
What price are them worry stones? The wee smaller ones.
They can range. So I've got this guy here. He's a sodalite. Sodalite is blue, mostly blue with a little bit of black. This guy here is $80. Oh man, my lighting is not good here. Hang on. Let me fix that. Here, actually, I'm gonna have to move my camera. I learned that sometimes you have to. Can I zoom in? Is there a way to zoom in?
I can't zoom you in. I have you up as large as I can get you on the thing, but
Wow.
yeah, that's stunning.
I just had to change the orientation and you can see the colors a little bit better, but you can see the blue here. This guy is $80. They're offering the Igors at $1.50 per gram. So this guy, I can show you the weight. He weighs a total of 56.3 grams. So he would be 80 US dollars. I do offer free shipping in the United States. For international shipping, it's $30 for international shipping. I have another amethyst here that's a long guy. Man, I wish I could zoom in so that I could show you guys in better detail. I don't know how to deal with the cam. Here, let me see if there's anything on the cam. Nope, there's not. Sorry about that. He's got kind of an angry looking face. I really like that about him a lot. But this guy here would be about $50. They range between 50 to, I have some that are about 150 for the smaller pieces.
That's class.
Most of it is because the stone itself is actually rather rare. Like I've got this piece here. Man, I wish I could show you guys. It's a red rutile. Rutile is actually, do I have a larger rutile here? Let me show you a rutile. The rutiles are interesting because they have titanium crystals on the inside. I wonder if I can show this to you guys. Not being able to zoom is kind of driving me crazy.
Oh, you can see the inside of that.
Yeah, you sure can.
Do you see all those fibers that are on the inside? All those gold fibers? Those are titanium crystals, natural titanium crystals. And the reason why they look gold is because there's iron inside the quartz and the iron has oxidized. And so to us, it looks gold, but the needles are actually kind of silvery, or they can be white. There's also mud inclusions in this one, which you can see some interactions on the back that he's completely polished over. I think it's really cool. Man, I wish I could zoom in to show you guys this detail. But he's got a little alien. And this is a flat piece. This is a jewel, though. This is a jewel. This piece would be about $300 just because of the rarity of this quartz.
Fantastic. He's a talented man. I'm sure that's not easy to do.
No,
He is very talented. He doesn't just carve skulls. Let me show you a big piece. Here, I'll put it right here on the table. This was surprising that I even got for my shop. Let me grab my camera. So this here is a carving. It's a religious carving of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. What do I do with my light here? I wonder if I can show some of the details. So Mary's going to be a bit hard to show. But I do have this really incredible religious carving. I like how it kind of creates almost like a heart shape as far as the halos go. And even little baby Jesus has a halo as well. But The back of it is completely raw, untouched, unpolished. It's fantastic.
Wow.
You can see a little bit of purple in this one. It's a very rare Alestial quartz from Bahia, Brazil. They used to be this color. Now they're more of a smoky color. They don't have purple in them anymore. So this is a really old rock. I would say it may have been mined sometime in the 90s.
Wow.
He is an incredible carver. It's one of the reasons why I chased after him. There was this catalog that I learned about 15 years ago, and I signed up for it. And this guy appeared in that catalog back in 2013. The moment that I asked about the carvings, though, they were completely all sold out. And so I've been kind of chasing him for a while. I can show you guys the first piece I have from him. Let me grab it really quick.
Yeah, definitely quite talented to be able to carve those things out of stone like that. That's amazing.
So this is my first piece from him. He's got two faces. This is an aquamarine gemstone. As soon as I saw that he had two faces, I had to have him. I thought it was really cool.
Well, and you're a big Batman fan too, right?
I am. For some reason, though, this kind of reminded me of something that you'd see in like Atlantis or some old civilization. He just has that kind of tribal vibe, and that's what I chased after. I thought it was really cool. He's got this kind of creepy let's go face, like he's really kind of happy. And then on this side, he's kind of frowny and not really all about it. He's so cool. His name is Devlin. I try to give them all names to kind of give them a little bit of mystery. I think that's a little bit of fun. And I think these are fantastic, you guys. In my opinion, they're awesome worry stones. Like I like to hold on to it, especially when I'm in traffic or really, really thick traffic. Like the other day, I was stuck for 4 hours on the road.
Oh boy.
That was not fun. So sometimes these come in handy. I like having them. And there is a way that you can fidget with stone. Let me see if I have one that I can show you that allows me to fidget with them. This guy right here. There is a way that you can fidget with stone, and a lot of people don't know this, but I've been playing with them for so long. So here is an alien, one of my favorites from my personal collection. But let's see if we can show some of the rainbows he produces. Man, it's so hard to show on this camera. I'm gonna have to find a way to zoom in with the StreamYard, but you can see he's full of rainbows with the right lighting and in the right setting. I think you can find a way to kind of calm your mind just playing with these pieces. I think they're really cool. I named this guy Orion, like the constellation or Orion's belt.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
These are somewhat big to carry in your pocket. I might suggest in your everyday carry bag, but some of the pieces, like these guys, Leandro carved to invigorate sexual energy. And just based on the shape, I think it's playful enough that you could stuff in your pocket and it might give you some confidence.
I would just have to say them words to my wife, and she would say no.
Yeah, as they say, Patty, your mileage may vary.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't talk about that stuff, Nebby Cloud. We're strictly a knife channel here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a knife channel too, but I know have all sorts of topics brought up on my end. Sorry about that.
It's a lifestyle. I know.
But you guys got to see a little bit of what I carry over here, what I have.
That's
For
cool.
my EDC, the entire time I was in Tucson about a week ago, and I was using my Doug Ritter. That's why I had it out.
Yeah.
It's got all sorts of gunk on it from tape and stuff. I also used a couple of Leatherman, and I had a Morikaneef also that we used a lot out there. It's kind of fun. I was the guy that had all of the EDC, and it all got used, not just by myself, but by the carver, his son, the daughter, and a few other people. So they all got to use it. I may have lost a flashlight, but it's just part of the ride. It was so fun. It was so fun. And if you guys are curious about what that looked like, I have highlights on my Instagram with like lots of mostly videos of some of the stuff that he brought from Brazil. I'd encourage everyone to check it out.
Yeah, that's awesome. Of course,
I was-
in the chat, they're saying, "Is that a crystal skull in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?"
That was kind of the idea I was going for. That's so funny.
Sadly, I love to coordinate my knives. I would end up having to have a stone for every knife.
Right. You have
Just-
to have different
That's
colors.
divorce.
Yes, exactly.
I can achieve that. I mean, I have that. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see I do like to color coordinate as well.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that I found is helping bring new audiences to the knife community. What I do is I show these amazing carvings to the knife community and the EDC community, and to the crystal and crystal skull community, I show them knives and tools. And I get a lot of questions. I get a lot of really important questions, like what's the best knife for self-defense? I get that question a lot. And I usually have the conversation that there's not really a good knife out there for self-defense. They're kind of scary for that purpose.
Nike.
Nike.
Yeah. Be the captain.
Running.
Be the captain of Team Runaway.
I usually suggest
Nike's the
flashlights.
best, yeah.
I recommend flashlights. The Rovi Von being a really easy one because of and how bright they can be. But I'm glad that I'm a good influence for that space. And I've had several people buy knives, including one lady from Canada. I don't know how she got it, because I know they're illegal up there. But she ended up buying a butterfly knife. I thought that was really intense. Anyway, it was cool. It's been a fun ride.
Hey, Ray, you got something there? You're muted again, my friend.
Tom is rubbing off on me. Anyhow, this is a knife from the brand probably a lot of you haven't heard of, Gamble Store. This was, here, let me see if I can get the Tang stamp. Do we see that or not? Kind of says Gamble Stores on it.
Yeah,
And these were made between the 1930s and about 1955. Gamble was a store that started out in St. Cloud, Minnesota, moved headquarters to Minneapolis a few years later. And my understanding is that these knives were actually made in Minneapolis, which for me is kind of cool since that's where I am. But this knife, even though it's not from my grandfather owned a Gamble store way back in the 1930s and 40s. And that is actually how my mom met my dad. And so that's through this Gamble store. My grandfather lived in Minnesota, moved down to Iowa to open this store, brought my mom along. And, if not for the store, I would not be here. But this was called the Farmer Stockman or a Punch Stockman. And you've got, it's not in the greatest of shape, but you've got the clip point blade on it. And again, I'm not sure if you can see this, the tang. There's the tang, maybe.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you've got the Spey blade, which we all know and love.
Yep.
Okay. And then instead of a sheepfoot blade, you've got this little awl or this little punch. And as I say, it's not in the greatest shape in the world, but having that connection both to where I live and to my grandparents, even though this wasn't there, he probably sold this exact knife at some point along some way in there. So just another little oldie that I thought I'd bring up and let people see.
That's
Awesome.
very,
Nice, nice.
very cool. All right. Well, what do you think, guys? Are we about ready for a giveaway?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Here you go, guys. This is a first on the channel. We're doing our first giveaway. And Mimo, I'll need you to help moderate this. But what we're going to do is we're going to play the same game that JB does on Big Red EDC. We're going to have number range, and then you guys will guess a number, and Price is Right rules. Closest to that number without going over, then that will be the winner. Now there's going to be 4 different giveaways. So there's going to be a giveaway from me, one from Thrifty, one from Patty, and one from Tom. So the ones from me, Thrifty, and Tom are all going to be US only. Patty's going to take care of our UK and European viewers. So you guys can do that. No, Gary, we're just guessing the number. And Big Red EDC said that he had a Gambles in his hometown, Ray. So
Cool. Yeah.
so very,
I-
very nice.
I remember
Around the
Gamble.
Midwest.
Yeah, so must have been a Midwest thing. I don't remember
It
them.
was.
Yep. They actually, by the late 30s, they had almost 1,500 stores.
Mhm.
And then I think it must have been about the 60s. They just, other people took over.
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
Can I just add that if you're going to be from Europe and you're entering into it, you don't subscribe to my channel. You go over to Tom at Knife Delights and subscribe to his channel. And also have a wee look at North Star Knife Reviews and give him a sub.
Yep. I agree. And if anybody wants to, we'll go ahead and we'll do North Star. We'll get a shout out. 1 Minute Knife Review. Big J's Knives. Those guys are all working hard to get up there. Who else, Tom? Or am I missing somebody?
JO Ventures Outdoors.
Adventures for sure. So definitely, guys, check out all these great channels. All the guys that come on our show, CB Tactical and a couple of these other guys, they'd all appreciate a sub. It really helps them out, and they're smaller channels. They're trying to get their traction and going in this YouTube craziness. That's for sure. So anyways, we'll go ahead and we'll start the first giveaway. Let me show you guys what you're playing for in my giveaway. And what we are playing for is this awesome Uncle Henry Stockman. So we have that. It's a nice little pocket dropper. The model number here is the 807 UH. So this is a brand new knife that'll be coming your way. I just unboxed it so you guys can actually see what you're playing for. Nice little 5th pocket knife. Just a great EDC knife. So to start off our guess, what we did is Tom has all of the winning numbers. And so Tom is going to be our announcer there. So our range is guess between 100 or 1 and 150 for the number 1 and 150. Go ahead and mark your guesses down in the chat, and then we will see who gets a winner here. So what do you think, guys? Is that a good way to run a giveaway? What do you think?
I think so. I think it's
All
great.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we got some guesses rolling in. Come on, guys, you can do it. Yep, we'll have fun doing this. We'll see what happens.
Yes,
that.
1 minute. Oh, 1 minute knife review. He entered a block of numbers. Sorry, you got to come up with one number.
No, he was showing the range 1 to 150.
Yeah,
Yep.
1 to
1 to
150.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely. And one guess only, please. One guess only.
I just want to remind you, might want to look at the live chat on the. Make sure you're on the live part of the chat so that you can see all the numbers, just in case the top chat doesn't show all the numbers.
Yeah, I think I'm in the live chat.
I should be in the live here.
Let's see. Anybody else gonna
Well,
throw any?
we'll give it another minute or so because sometimes
Yeah.
there's a little delay.
Do you want me to show off while we're in the middle?
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds good. Here, let me bring you up to
Well,
the.
I don't know whether you've seen my channel this week, but I got my I bought my most expensive knife,
I did see
and
that.
I am absolutely giddy with excitement. It's just gorgeous. I bought myself a Chris Reeve number 31. Now, this is one of the original 31s. This is an S35 VN, but it doesn't know that, so I've told it it's Maximate, and it loves it. But oh my goodness, what a stunning knife! That blade is just beautiful. Absolutely, real lovely hollow ground. It has got an annoying thumb stud. There's no getting away from it. It is very mechanical and sort of hydraulic. It's so smooth. It's amazing. I've been playing with it that much. I can now flick it out already, and that's after only about 3 days of having it. So it's going to wear in beautifully. I can't tell you how tickled I am to have this. I had an old 21 a while back, and I loved it, but at the time I needed money for the knife channel, so I sold it to buy stuff for the channel. But I'm afraid this one will stay longer than the channel. I can tell you for a fact. I love it. It is box elder wood, and it has the most beautiful striations in it. It is just gorgeous. And then, of course, you have the wee bit at the back as well there. But beautiful. And this is polished. The front here, the back part of the front is all polished titanium, but then it goes into raw on the top, and it's raw on the inside. And then on the lock bar, you have raw titanium and then polished on the outer edge here, which is just so lovely. And then it's Idaho, isn't it? Oh, no,
Yep.
I've got the wrong end up.
Idaho?
You have, there we go. I think it says Idaho Idaho made upside down. There you go. But I can't tell you how thrilled I am with it. It's beautiful.
That's nice.
Not fancy, but very functional.
Well, I think all the guesses have come in.
I think so.
Do we have a winner, Tom?
Well, I'll reveal the number here. And RJ gave me this number, and he gave me 115. The closest I saw was It's Me Marshall at 117.
Well,
So
actually,
that's
he's over.
within two.
He went over. So we're looking for the closest number without going over.
Without going over,
Yeah, I see Gary, the Last Ranger, with 111.
Gary 111.
Yeah,
Anyone else closer?
I'm looking. Anybody else see anybody closer?
Did Big Red have 113?
Oh yeah, he had 113 for Jersey Knife Guy.
Jersey won.
Yep, Jersey, you won. Sweet.
Somebody says 113 was Big Red.
Yeah. So big red.
Yeah, proxy
one
proxy
night
for Jersey.
Absolutely. And I'm all for proxy bidding. If you don't want to participate and you want to have somebody else have a chance, that's good.
Okay,
deal.
so it goes to Jersey Knife Guy.
I got your address, Pete. So this will be coming back to you. Sweet. Nice little pocket dropper for you. All right. So then, Stephen, for our UK and European friends, it'll be the same range of numbers between 1 and 150. So there you go. You guys can guess our European contingent. Yep, you won, Pete. You won that.
I'll show you what they're getting if you want.
Yes,
Sure.
absolutely. Show them what you're playing for.
For those of you in Europe, yeah, you must be subscribed to Tom. And this is a lovely little CH knife, which is a Chinese brand. It's got beautiful carbon fiber on it. It actually moves. It's got a lovely, fat, chunky, but not particularly thick, but a great little work knife. And it's got Aussie steel. It's got titanium background, blue titanium, with an unusual shaped clip. Looks like the hind leg of a cow, but a really 3-finger, but you're very locked into it because of the depth. And I think it's just a fantastic little knife. If you like a short, stubby knife. If not, trade it for something else.
Okay, so just like we had a proxy vote for the last one for Pete winning, if you know that it's a European, then go ahead and do a proxy for them. That's good for me. Pedro identifies as Pete. Yeah, I guess you would. So anyways, we go ahead and start that for the European contingent. Same thing, 1 to 150, and go ahead and guess your best numbers.
Have we got no Europeans in?
I think there's a couple. I see.
There's a couple. There's a couple.
Jerome is there, and Swamp Stomper, and Matt's there, and come on, guys. I saw Matt threw in a guess already. So
Drone has 88. Matt has 77.
yep. Zen Ali is guessing 151. Nice, Zen. Mimo's going for Jeroen. So is 1 minute. He's going to throw in some stuff. Tony's Ponies is in there. Nice. Anybody else? Yeah, Pete, you can pass it forward. You sure can. Oh, okay, Swamp Stomper. He's Canadian. Sorry. We got 78 for Tyler Stees from Big Red EDC. You see those guys that have put in a guess, Gary? They are definitely in there.
If you know a channel in Europe you want to pass it forward to, please put it in. Doesn't matter. I'll send it to a channel in Europe or whatever.
Well, while we're waiting here, just the last few seconds, North Star Knife Reviews. I know he's getting a nice giveaway put together for when he reaches 700, and we're hoping that's going to be very soon. We have North Star, JO Ventures Outdoors working on 400. Hopefully that'll come out soon. He's getting a nice giveaway package put together, and I know Big J's Knives. He's within 5 subs, I think, of reaching 500. And I know he's got a nice giveaway package he's putting together. So, folks, this is a good time to be in the knife community. There's a lot of giveaways going on right now.
Yeah, and I want to put in a plug for John over at JO2. And if any of you like leatherworking, I showed this earlier, but this is the sheath that he made for a knife for me. Traded him a knife for it, and huge danglers, just incredible work. He does a lot of great leather work. If you're interested in that at all, go to JO Ventures. John's a great guy. Check him out.
Okay, are we ready?
I think we're done. Go ahead and throw up a stop at this point, or I will say stop, and let's go.
Okay.
So what's our number, Tom?
Patty's number was 97, And the closest I saw without going over was Jerome at 88.
I thought I saw a 97 actually in there.
Did you see a 97?
Doug Watkins guessed 97 on the nose.
He did.
He sure did.
I missed it.
Whoa!
Doug Watkins.
Yeah, I think that's the
If
closest.
you
for
hit me
sure.
up on Instagram, Doug, or on my, I'll give you my, what do you call that other address? The SG Anderson 0259 gmail.com. No. Just hit me up on Instagram, PM me. That's the best way to get me.
If you guys are following Mattisfaction on YouTube, I think maybe also on Instagram, he is working on a giveaway. He's working on two of them, his 1,000 subscriber giveaway and his 1,500 subscriber giveaway. I'm actually joining up with him. I've added some skulls to that giveaway. And I'm not sure when he's going to be doing it. I recommend following him, though. He's the one that's going to be controlling that.
Okay. Thank you, Bobo. He just gave us some money for shipping because shipping is real. That's for sure. And yes, Doug, this is Patty's is for international. So PM him on Instagram, and that will be good. All right. So Jersey, I saw you said you wanted to pass it forward. So you want me to pass this on? Do we want to combine it with Thrifty's, Tom, or do you want to combine it with yours? But Pete says he wants to.
Why don't we combine it with mine? That'd be fine. That doesn't matter.
Okay.
I
Sounds
guess
good.
it really doesn't matter. But
Here we go. This is from Thrifty.
Thrifty, would you like to talk about this? I saw a video on this knife just the other day, and that channel couldn't even tell me where this, the company that made this knife. So I'm unsure about it.
It's a Watchman rope knife. Watchman's the same company that makes Brother knives, and this is just a ram's foot blade on a wood handle with the anchor shield. I believe it's 7CR17 steel, and yeah, great little work knife.
It's a very nice
you,
knife.
Thank you, JB. JB just awarded some memberships. Fantastic.
So we're giving away Thrifty's donation here, but don't go away. We've got the Buck 102 yet to go. But what we're doing now is write a number down between 1 and 150 for the Watchman. 1 and 150 for the Watchman.
Okay, I'll throw up a start. All right, so for the Watchman knife, go ahead and submit your guesses. We'll see what happens with this. Oh, hey, Gizmo, I see you're there. Oh, nice. Jeroen is going to throw in a vote for Pete. Good deal. Yep. So we got all kinds of good stuff going on. El Cap is voting for JB. Nice. And so is Bobo. Cool. This is what I love about the knife community is everybody helping each other out and doing good stuff. I'd vote, but that'd be cheating. So I can't do that. Anybody got anything while we're waiting for our votes to come in?
Well,
Yeah.
I could just hold up a little eye candy there.
Yeah, that's a preview of what's coming out. Oh,
Not again.
The Buck
Not jealous.
102. What's that?
Just don't want to say it.
Yeah. The Buck 102 Woodsman has
Oh,
the
it's
Cocobolo
beautiful.
handles and the brass pommel, brass guard.
Hey, Todd Carr, if you want to get in on this giveaway, put in a guess, a number between 1 and 150.
And Todd, we're drawn for this one right now.
Yep, we're drawing for the Watchman.
Tom, I'm is it a pocket friendly fixed blade?
Oh, thank you, Pete.
Maybe back pocket. I don't know. Front pocket would be pretty big for that.
Well, get yourself untied, Ken. Go ahead and throw in a.
Let's come in this nice sheath.
Yep, that'll be after this one. Show them what we're playing for
We're
now.
playing for the Watchman right now.
Yep, we're
Playing for the
this.
Watchman.
All right. So I'll go ahead and put up a stop. I think that everybody's gotten in there. So
Okay.
let's do that. All right. So we got the stop in. So go ahead
Okay.
and what's the
I
number?
lost track. I think the number was 79. I think someone had 77. But
Bobo
is there anyone-
Schnoggins. He had 77 for Big Red, so Big Red won.
Wow,
Red.
that's awesome. Yep, he sure did.
Hey, congratulations there, Big
Yeah.
Red.
Very cool. Well, I have his address, Tom. I can get that to you.
Okay, great.
So we
Great.
don't even have to worry about that. Fantastic, JB. You got another line knife.
Yeah, that'd be useful here, line of work.
Tony, as far as there being a requirement for whiskers, that's a personal choice. Yeah. But we all seem to have them.
Okay.
That's fantastic. Okay, so let's show the big one again, Tom. Go ahead and go over all the features and everything else.
So this is the Buck 102 Woodsman. It's a very fine fixed blade knife. This one happens to have the Cocobolo handle, the brass pommel and guard. It has a 3.5 clip point blade. This one is in Buck standard 420 HC with the Boz heat treatment. It comes in this brown leather sheath. See the Buck logo on there? I turn it just right.
There you
See
go.
the Buck
That's it.
logo. And it's got the model number on the back. So I had about a 15-minute speech prepared, but I think I've pared it down here. I just got to say thank you to everybody for helping me get to 1,000 subs. RJ's, thank you so much for allowing me to be a guest on your lives. Patty, it's been great to get to know you. Thank you for your contribution in the giveaway. I just really appreciate it. I don't have words. Of course, Ray, you and I have been, our friendship has been growing over the past year or year plus. I don't know for sure. Been great to get to know you, my neighbor to the north. Thanks for all you've done for me. And I'm losing my words already.
It's okay.
And Thrifty, thank you. Sorry, getting a little emotional. Thrifty, thank you so much for everything you've done for me and for your contribution and for the knife. And I guess that's why I'm so adamant about trying to give shout outs and helping these other channels grow. The more everybody's channel grows, the better it is for the knife community as a whole. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm proud to be able to give this Buck knife away, and I hope the winner can really enjoy it. So before I start crying, RJ, why don't you take over?
I will. And remember, this nice little Uncle Henry Stockman is going along with that Buck 102. So
That's a lovely prize.
yeah, so somebody's going to get a really nice prize for Tom's 150. Let me go ahead and throw up a start, and there we go. Same numbers, guys, 1 to 150. And yes, our European friends can definitely vote for someone in the U.S. That's all good. So yes, this is for the 102 Pepper Dingo. And yep, Zen, that's right. He says, "Cry, baby, cry." And that's his real men cry.
I'm just about right there.
That's right. So very good.
Congrats, Tom.
It's all good, man. Emotions are good. Matt Sawyer said he's available if anybody in the U.S. wants a vote. You can choose one of your own, Matt, or if you want to vote for somebody else, that's fine. So yeah, we'll do that.
Can I add the giveaway?
The same number. Oh yeah, you can give away something for sure, Jason.
Oh, certainly.
Why don't I add to Tom's giveaway? I'll include this little dragon. It'll come with a certificate of authenticity.
Oh, wow.
$80
Wow.
value.
That
This
is so cool.
yellow fluorite from Argentina. He's a really cool piece. I'll add to it. I thought the colors might vibe with that knife.
That's true. Wow, that's
Oh,
really cool.
absolutely.
That's
Thank you.
really cool, Neb Clef.
Yep. Thank you so much for joining in. That is
Oh,
fantastic.
thank you. You did not have to do that, but I sure appreciate it. And I know the winner's going to really appreciate it.
For
That's
sure.
for sure.
That is a lovely gesture. Thank you, Nebby Clyde.
Oh, you're quite
A
welcome.
Rory Stone, a fixed blade, and a Stockman all in one.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, my
Incredible.
goodness, your whole EDC is going to be set.
Yeah.
And if you ever come to Ireland, I'll give you a big daddy hug.
Is that just for Tom or any of us?
Oh, anybody.
Is
Once a
that
sailor, always a sailor.
While we're waiting here just another minute or two, when I saw this, I bought this at a local sporting goods store in a retail, and I don't know if you can see it, but
Here, let me bring
there's
you
a
up.
kind of there's a kind of a blonde part right
Oh yeah.
above the flap there,
Yes.
and I was looking down through the glass, and I'm like, oh no, I hope that's not a damaged, handle. But when you pull it out and you really look at it, look at that distinguishing mark in there.
Wow.
That's the nice thing about natural materials is, they kind of all get their own little character to it.
Yes, they do. That's beautiful.
Sorry, before you go, this has got a bit of bad news, but this is Doug Watkins. He's actually from America, Kentucky. The boy who
Oh.
won mine.
Oh. Okay, so then we'll have to redraw.
We'll have to redraw for yours then.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that,
Yeah.
Doug. But I can't even post to America at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry about that, Doug.
Doug, when all this is sorted out in the postage here in the UK, get back to me and I'll send you a wee gift at some sort.
Are they charging a duty tax for international shipping to the UK?
Yeah, you usually get charged. Well, you get charged here a duty and tax.
Yeah, we get charged the same when we go to post for overseas. So all right. We're gonna
Okay, RJ. I think, yep, you got to stop in there.
I just put in the stop, so let's go ahead and finish.
Okay, the number for the Buck 102. Mrs. Knife Delights picked this number out. Was 78.
Ooh, I think
78.
I think we got a couple of 78s. We're gonna
Tyler
have-
Stress has a 78.
Yeah, we're gonna have a knife off, I think, because 1 minute knife review. He chose a 78 for Jason, and who else?
I got Tyler Stress with 78.
Yeah.
RJ.
Yep, I see that too.
Or sorry, Tyler Stees. I don't know how you pronounce that, but
Okay.
Tyler Stees, I guess.
All right. So then we'll have to have
Okay,
a round
let
two.
me go. Let me go get a number from Mrs. Knife Delight. I'll be right
Okay.
back.
Get her, have her grab me a drink too.
I'm surprised he didn't ring the bell.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Yeah, I don't think that worked out too well for him. Yeah, we're gonna have to have a dance off. That's for sure.
All right, so how
Yes.
you gonna organize this one, RJ?
Oh, we're gonna have a smaller range of numbers. I'm gonna have Tom message me what the number is, and I'll come up with the range,
All
and
right.
then it'll just be whoever's closest to that number, whether you're over or whether you're under, and we'll do that. So
Okay, we have a new number.
okay, go ahead and message me that number, and then I know what range to put up. And then we'll have
Send you a text.
yeah, just send me a text.
Just use the private chat, Tom. But all right.
Patrick from 1 Minute Knife Review has a dragon already from me. I think it's really cool. Does he have 2 of them?
I think he just has the one. So he said he had the mate to that one. So this is between Tyler and you, Jason, for the knife. Our range is going to be from 50 to 90. It'll be the closest number that. Patrick does have 2. Okay. So it'll be the closest number. Doesn't matter if you go over or under. It'll just be that. So from 50 to 90, go ahead and guess.
I think Tyler put up.
Tyler, did you abdicate, Tyler?
He put up a comment, said, "I'll let the other have it."
Okay. Well then, Jason, I guess you're the winner.
Oh, that's really nice of you, Tyler.
Yeah.
And who was that, Jason?
Tyler's guessing 65 for Patrick. Well, I thought you just gave it to him. Which is fine. That's close enough. Okay.
Well, listen,
So the
what I
number-
need you to do is send me an email at knifedelights@gmail.com. knifedelights@gmail.com, and you'll be getting both the 102 and the Watchman. And once you email me, I'll send you an email back with a couple little instructions just so I can verify you are who you are. And then I'll need your permission then to pass your information on to NebuCloud so we can send, and to RJ also.
yeah,
Or no, RJ.
yeah, I have NebuCloud's information. So
Okay.
So I'll send him this, and then Tyler was saying that he wanted to send the dragon to Patrick and the 102 to Jason.
So, the Jason, are we talking about me?
Yeah, we're talking about you because they guessed for you. Yeah,
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
yeah. So you won our
I can't
giveaway.
see the chat. I'm sorry. I wasn't able to see the chat, and I'm over here sitting behind just looking at the StreamYard screen. That's hilarious. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much. That's hilarious. I can give you my information, Tom. I'll send it to you.
Sure. You bet.
Thank you so
I
much.
just love that. Isn't that just fantastic? That's the
Wow.
best giveaway ever.
Wow.
Spread the love.
It's
So,
kind of
dragon-
crazy.
I intend to keep to myself. Who was it that put my name in?
Patrick.
Oh, from 1 Minute Knife Review. Okay, I'll send him
Yes.
that.
Yeah. So Jason said, or Patrick says, send him the dragon, and me and Tom will send you the knives, and then everybody's happy, I think.
Everybody,
RJ,
Yep.
have you reviewed that that Buck 102 on your channel?
I have.
You have. All right. All right. Well, cool. Yeah, I'm excited about it then.
Yeah, the Buck 102 is a fantastic knife, and yes, it's small enough that you can use it as a EDC fixed blade for sure.
I love knives, but I live in Phoenix, and I don't know if you guys have seen the movement from California. We have so many Californians here that whenever you pull out any type of knife that is larger than California legal, they freak out a little bit. So I kind of shy away from carrying anything that is visible, and that's why I asked earlier about that knife, whether or not it's pocket friendly. I'm glad that you said it's.
I think you can. It depends on the size of the pockets in your pants, obviously, but then you also have the option of getting like a different kind of a sheath for it too. You know, you can get like a custom Kydex or something that would clip on your pocket or inside your waistband.
Usually, the sheaths that come with buck knives are so good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, this is a nice sheath.
Excited. Thank you guys.
It's a nice sheath. Yep.
That's unexpected.
Yeah, it's designed to be belt worn, but you can get custom sheaths made like for scout carry where it goes across the middle of your back. There's other options for it.
Awesome. I super. That's hilarious.
Zen said, "Just stab him, Jason, like you do in the movies." While you're wearing the crystal mask.
Right.
Zen, you really do fit into this channel.
Yeah, he really does. And Stuart Gross, he says he's in Phoenix also, Jason. So there you
That's
go.
really cool.
Got another brother right there. I think El Phoenix might be from there also.
We've been doing knife meetups. I recommend following Mattisfaction because he's kind of the one that's in charge of them. But Yonin's Edge is involved. Who else is there? If you guys are familiar with Cue Ball, he's in there too. He's doing his Instagram. I hope he eventually has a YouTube channel because his knife collection is impressive. I think he had 2 cases, and in one of them he had a whole row of Shiros. Like, who has a whole row of Shiros? This guy. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of really good guys out here, and we've been meeting up. I think the next meetup is going to be next month, so I recommend following Mattisfaction to hopefully get to meet in person.
Yeah, sweet. That'd be good. Yeah, so since they're having those knife meetups, then definitely, if you guys get a chance to go to one, you'll get to see some neat stuff. That's for sure. Right on. Good deal, Jason. Thanks for mentioning that.
I lost track. Did we redraw for Patty's giveaway then?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. So Europeans only. Let me put this up. Start, and we're going to put UK/Europe.
And again, Doug, I'm really sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so everybody that's in the UK and Europe or outside of the Americas, we're going to have this drawing. The number range is the same, 1 to 150. Yes, people in the US, you can add votes for your favorite European friends and stuff. And Patty, do you want to show them the knife again real quick, just as a reminder what they're going to get? Thank you, Tom, for saving me on that one.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
This is a beautiful little CH made. It's a Chinese made. It's carbon fiber, beautiful carbon fiber on it. It's got a lovely stubby blade. It's not too thick, but it will do it'll do everything you ever want in EDC. I have a large hand, and if I sneak up on the choil, I can get 4 fingers on, but if not, it's just a 3-finger. But because of the depth of the handle, you can get a really good grip on it. And it's an Aussie steel, titanium on the back with a titanium clip, and they're blue, which is absolutely stunning. Lovely little knife.
Yep, it is. And Patty, not Patty, I'm sorry, Tom, because
Yeah.
we had seen the last number, you're gonna have to have another number.
I've
Yeah.
got one. I'll text it to you
Okay.
so you can verify.
RJ, you can even make that the closest to it. It doesn't matter what, either way, above or below.
Okay. I can do that. I can do that. All right. So let's see. Do we have any more guesses coming in? We got R. Murray is in Europe. We have Matt Sawyer is in Europe.
Yeah, I know them names.
Jeroen Voss, he's there in Europe. So anybody else that wants to join in and give votes for some of these other guys, then go right ahead. Well, I think everything is done. There we go. We got some more. Oh, that's very nice of you, Doug, to vote for Jeroen. Nice. And Tom Weingart. We'll give it about another 30 seconds or so,
Okay.
and then we'll find out who's going to win that really nice knife. Okay, I'm going to throw up the stop. So El Cap just got his in real quick. There we go. Do you want to tell him the number, Tom?
The number is 84.
Okay, so let's see.
$84.
Okay, so I'm thinking it's Jeroen Voss won because he's got an 88. I think he is the closest to 84. Anybody else see anything closer to 84 than that?
I do not.
And just hit me up on Instagram, Paddy's Potato Peelers,
Yep.
and PM me with your
Yep,
address,
so-
and I'll get that out this week.
Awesome, Jeroen. Very cool.
Congratulations.
Yep, congratulations. Good deal. Well, that was a great 1,000 sub giveaway, Tom. You did great, and we're going to have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Did you want to show off that skull there, Jason, or do you want to go, Tom? Or I'm sorry,
I think
Ray-
Ray had something
yeah,
there.
Ray, you had something?
Yeah, and I'll just toss this up because I have to leave in about 5 minutes or so.
Sure.
Uh,
Yeah.
But one more knife I thought I'd throw up here is this little case tribal lock, the late great Tony Bowes.
Yeah, those are
I know
cool.
case sometimes gets a bad rap for some fit and finish, but I got to say this one is pretty nice. And I love the profile of these tribal
Lovely.
locks. They're really cool. This blue is one of my favorite colors, and here's the number on it if anybody is interested in all that. But I think this one looks like it's got 2 X's on it, so I guess it would be 2018. but just a lovely little knife, and really miss some of the designs that Tony Bose put out there. Just thought I'd throw this up there.
Very cool. That is very cool.
And I am going to take off here, I think, but just wanted to say congratulations to Tom. You are a prince among men, and we are lucky to have you in this community. We're lucky to have all of you. But Tom, congratulations. If sometime this spring, if you do want to hit up that Cabela's, let me know and maybe we can meet up there.
That would be great.
Something
Yep.
too. But otherwise, you all have a good weekend, and I will, hopefully you'll have me back someday. But
Yeah.
otherwise, I'll certainly be in the chats.
Ray, before
Good
you
to
go,
meet
there's
you.
one thing missing. Where's the plane flying overhead?
I know. Well, during the summer, for those of you who haven't seen my channel, during the summer I try to do things outdoors, and I live on the flight path. So, a lot of times it's over as we're doing it, and I apologize, but that's what we have in show
No.
business, I guess.
It's all good, my friend. It's all good. Thanks
All
for
right.
coming on and sharing your knives and your knowledge with us.
Yep.
You guys have a good
Very-
day.
Very nice meeting you, Ray.
Yeah, take care, fella.
Bye-bye.
Right on. Ray is at 668 right now. Very cool. Jerome, I saw in the chat you said, can I help out? Help out with what, sir? I will just let me know what it is. I must have missed it. All right. So while we wait for that to happen, who has anything else? Did we want to talk about anything? I have a new knife. Oh, you don't have Instagram? Oh yeah,
Oh.
I can certainly help out with that. Yeah. I will send Patty. I will send you Jeroen's information. I have it.
No problem. Yeah, you send it to me and I'll get it out to him.
I will.
Where is he?
He's in the Netherlands.
Not a problem. It'll be out this week.
Yeah, very good. Cool. Yep. So we got that sorted. No problem. Yeah, I got a knife this week from our good friend John at Thrifty Kniffy. He sent me this really sweet trapper from Rough Rider. So I really like the shield that's on there. But you notice it goes along with John's aesthetic. It does not have a spay blade. It's got the razor blade. So we can choke up on that, and I guess he wants me to shave the beard. I don't know. It's not going to happen. Not on camera, and not with this. Yeah. So it's got the nice clip point, which is John approved.
That's a lovely.
I knew you
guy.
already had
It's a
some regular
lovely-
yellow trapper, so I had to get something a little unique.
You know,
And I thought you might find some humor in the fact that it had the razor. So
I did very much so, and I very much appreciate this. I love this knife, and anything that increases my yellow knife collection, I'm happy.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, I do. You're not allowed in Belgium, Jeroen? Wow, that's going to be a good story. I'd like to hear that one. Anytime they turn you back at the border, that's pretty good. Absolutely, yellow knives matter. Just ask William.
William, yeah.
Yeah. So, also another knife I wanted to show you guys real quick. This was the knife on Fixed Blade Friday. This elk hunter, and if you thought that this was an awesome blade, I have its stablemate is coming up for this next Fixed Blade Friday. So I mean, I love this knife. Look at that blade shape. That is for sure a heavy duty work knife. This is just Uncle Henry's next gen Stagallon. It's a full tang construction, but wait until you see his stablemate, because that's what's going to be coming up this week. I have also some knives coming up from the that I got through the Apex group, so that will be a lot of fun. Oh, is Maddie here? Hey, what's going on, Maddie? Yeah, so that'll be good. You missed the big giveaway. Yep, we're gonna have another one, Jerome. It's gonna be good. You were young and stupid. I think we all were. But yes, definitely hide your squirrels because Maddie's here.
So let me give you a little. Well, I don't have a knife to show, but I can give you a little preview information if you'd like, RJ,
Sure.
for some upcoming stuff. So recently, I ordered something from eBay, but the seller was slow to ship it, so I didn't get it in this week. So I expect it early next week. And I'm going to be doing another cleanup video, so I think Tom will appreciate that one. But the knife that I'm getting, if I can get it cleaned up enough, it's going to be a birthday present for my dad. So
Oh, that's nice.
that'll be a special thing, and looking
Nice
forward
job.
to doing that one.
Yeah, I actually ordered one that I thought would have been in before this Sunday, but it's not going to be here, I think, till Wednesday now of next week. But do you remember last week I was talking about the Bruin, the Buck Bruin?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I ordered one of them. I had to get it from Europe, but it's going to be about Wednesday this week. They say it'll be here. So I'm really looking. I got the lockback one because I don't have many lockbacks.
Yeah.
And
Is that
usually
the heritage one, Stephen.
the Heritage one, yes. Sorry, John. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's I'm just so excited. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a frequent carry for me. I like it a lot.
Oh, and I had another piece of news. If you guys remember, a couple weeks ago, I did a review of this Kexmo knife. It's a nice little folder. It's got D2 blade and ebony scales on it. I have a code to get 10% off of these knives, but the code expires at the end of February. So if you're interested in looking at it, they're not that expensive. I think they're about $28, and then you get 10% off. If you're looking just for a nice EDC blade, then that will definitely take care of what you got going on. So just wanted to give you guys a reminder. The information for the code is in the description box of my videos. So if anybody wants to get one of those, and Jeroen has some nice advice for us. If the Belgian police ever stop you and ask if you had a drink while driving, don't be a smartass and say no, only before I started driving. They're not very friendly then. Yeah. Unfortunately, policeman Tom went away during this part, but because he used to be a policeman. So yeah, sometimes they don't always have a sense of humor. Yeah, the no sense of humor check. I think that goes for a lot of police departments. There you go, Tom. We're talking about policemen not having a sense of humor when you've been asked if you've been drinking and driving, and you say, no, I only drink before I start driving.
Yeah. Well, my favorite question to him always was Mickey Mouse a cat or a dog? And when they had to think about it, that was a pretty good indication.
That's true.
Damn it, I was thinking about it there.
Flashbacks, Patty, flashbacks.
Exactly.
That's
Wow.
where I went wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't the alcohol, it was me heat.
Well, it's always funny because the answer about 90% of the time was, how many drinks have you had tonight? It was always 2 beers. Always 2 beers. Not 1 beer or 3 beers. It was always 2 beers. Or they'd say, I had 1 shot of whiskey or 1 glass of whiskey. So then you had to follow up with, well, how big was the glass? And they'd go, oh,
Yeah. Something that can withstand an 8-second pour.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Anybody else order any knives this week?
Yeah, we got anybody doing anything?
Yeah. I failed to mention. Imagine this, but I ordered a buck knife. And I have to thank RJ for it. And I wanted to let everybody know, if you like buck 110s, there's a online special from Walmart where you can order a 100 and what? How many
It's a-
years is it?
Yeah, it's a buck 110
Okay.
with a 120-year coin.
Yeah, the 120. That's right.
Yeah, and
With a
it's,
little 120 coin. It's
right.
$39.99, which is a very good price for a 110.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
They're
I do have
about-
that ordered.
They're about £79 over here for a buck 110. So
Yeah.
that's nearly $100 it would be.
Yeah,
It's a gift tin set, it's for that. So look up buck tin sets on walmart.com, and that's where you'll find that deal, because the regular 110, they still have it listed as 65.
Mhm.
That's where you got to find it.
So it's a pretty good deal.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, there you go. Chicago Knife Works has the Roper Ash Viper Stockman for $8.67. That's a fantastic knife, as Thrifty and I can attest to.
Talked about that a couple times now.
Yep. Very
Speaking
good.
of bucks, Tom, I got
Yeah.
my review of the Buck 500 Duke up, so you might want to check that out.
I sure will. You bet.
I'm going to have a look at that too.
Oh,
That's a fantastic knife. I know a lot of people prefer that 500 because, it's not as wide and heavy as a 112 or a 110, but it's still a good size, hefty knife. And it's a good knife.
Now, I was
But-
just telling the boys there, I've ordered the Buck Bruin with the lockback and the Heritage
Yeah.
series. So that'll be here by next week. So I'll show it next week.
Oh, I look forward to seeing it.
that'll be good. That
Yep.
will be good. You got something you wanted to show there, Tom?
Yeah, I found this. I can't remember where I got this.
You stinker.
Finders keepers, Tom. Finders keepers.
Yeah, that possession is 9/10. I know.
It found its way into my pocket. But
That's
no,
the next giveaway, Tom.
okay, there you go.
Start now. Numbers 1 to 100.
So, yeah, this is obviously RJ's knife. He sent to me. I've been carrying it for the last week. It does wonderful. I see why you like it, RJ. I haven't done any, real heavy tasks with it, but for your
Yeah.
just normal everyday, opening up your little box of Twinkies or Ho-Hos, why it does just fine, and
Right.
cuts right through there.
Wow,
But,
we got people entered the giveaway. I see that there's all kinds of music flying up there. Wow. Well, if I
I
knew,
didn't write a number down.
I would just sell it, and you guys could auction it off.
So thanks, RJ. Yeah, I'm enjoying carrying it. It's
So,
one
so
thing I noticed is because I've been carrying a lot the 112 Slim. What's nice is it's not as wide in the pocket, so I carry it in my left pocket, and I do use the pocket clip. So when you're reaching in for, your keys and things like that, it's easier to get your
Right.
hand down and by. So, yeah, it's handy.
it is. It's a
Yep.
really cool knife.
Yep.
I got one of those, and that was my first Roper knife, and that's what turned me on to the brand.
Yep.
When I got that, then I had to start exploring the other models and stuff, because I'm sorry,
Oh.
just
No, that's fine. I was
I
just
can
gonna
get you
say,
back. I
let
can
everyone
get you back.
know.
Yeah, the other one.
I really like the bird and trout knives, and so RJ sent me this Roper bird and trout here. So I've been checking it out. It's got this really nice wood handle to it. What was it? Tiger or something?
Zebra wood.
The zebra wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just another really nice Roper knife here.
Yeah, that one's a lot of fun too. Okay. Well, thank you, Maddie. That he thought that one was awesome too. And then I don't know if you saw Matt Sawyer. He is ordering sow bellies, and thanked you, John, for getting him hooked on sow belly Stockmans.
Oh, no, you're very welcome.
Yeah. So both of you can, you'll be the only two collectors of them. But
That's right.
and remember, John's got almost all of them. So
Yeah, I bought them all. They're collector's items because I bought them all, and there's only about 30 left out there.
you would like the new Jack Wolf that just landed on Friday there,
Yeah.
John. Did you?
I do like the shape of that knife. It looks very comfortable
That
in
is
the
a
hand.
beautiful sow belly.
It's
Really
comfortable,
nice.
isn't it? Man,
You're welcome, Doug.
Absolutely so comfortable in the hand.
I love
Beautiful,
that Javelina Jack. That's my favorite one. Even when he announced them, way back when, that was the model that I thought that if I could get one, that would be the one I'd get.
It's the most beautiful, comfortable shape for your hand.
Yeah.
And these carbon fiber scales are just stunning.
you guys gotta check out the Jersey. He did a review of one just recently. We need to make sure you guys check that out.
Yeah,
I think he
I've
had a
just
different handle material than yours, though, Stephen.
Yeah, you get about 5 different choices of handle material,
Right.
which is nice. You get 4 carbon fiber and then 1 micarta. And all the carbon fibers are different colors, which is just fantastic.
Yeah.
Matt wants to know if that's for a giveaway, Patty. Javelina.
I'm entering.
Yeah, right.
I'm entering in that one now.
I gave one away this Christmas. I'll give one away probably next Christmas.
Ah,
And also, Mattisfaction, and for everybody else in the chat, Mimo, he already did. He put up the link where you can get 20% off Roper knives or anything at the website for avkt.com. So, yeah, that's the Deadwood Junior Mattisfaction. That's the model of that knife, that little bird and trout. So, yeah, definitely go there and save yourself some money if you're looking for that. No, Matt, it's not Christmas yet. We're working on it, though. I can't believe that we're almost done with February. Oh, I agree with you, Matthew, and you're welcome. Another person that I introduced them to Roper knives and Trapper knives, and yeah, the Trappers are fantastic knives. I love them. So you're welcome, Maddie. I'm glad you're here. Glad you could stop by and say hi. So definitely a lot of fun. Yeah, Jeroen says in his head it's always Christmas, and it's always Christmas on the Hallmark Channel too. Yeah,
That's for sure.
isn't that the truth?
Yeah. Over and
Why
over and
wears
over.
Matt know that stuff.
It's like Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, there you go.
Same movie over and over. Mrs. Knife Delights, she's bought a bunch of those Hallmark movies on the DVDs. And then she's sitting there and she's, hey, can you record this movie? And I'm like, honey, you've got the DVD. Why are you recording?
Okay, well, Matt has a great question. He wants to know, what's our favorite fixed blade knife? And thank you, Matty. He just joined as a new member of RJ's regiment. Fantastic. Thank you, sir.
He's a nice fella.
Right on. Everybody that's a part of the regiment, go ahead and give them lots of salutes and tanks rolling and everything else. That'd be awesome. So let's see. My favorite, to tell you the truth right now, that 102 from Buck, since I got that's been a favorite fixed blade for me, because I like a smaller fixed blade knife. That's one I'll grab and throw on the weekend, because it's lightweight, doesn't get in the way when you wear it, and it's just a perfect everyday kind of knife. It's just that it's in that Goldilocks zone, not too big, not too small. It's just right. How about you, Stephen, or do you want to go, Tom?
Well, I was just going to say, you have to clarify what day of the week.
Yeah, that too. Or what you're doing.
Or what I'm doing. Yeah. My most favorite Buck fixed blade is the one I happen to have in my hand at the time. But the 102 is definitely there. The 117 and the 119, Iconic 119, and then the 212 fixed blade Rangers, a lovely fixed blade.
Yeah, and the 102 was so good it knocked the sharp finger out for my small EDC, because I was carrying an old timer sharp finger for a lot if I was going to have a small EDC fixed blade on that particular day.
Mm-hmm.
So
That
definitely
112 fixed blade, I've been sorry, RJ.
go ahead. I was done.
That 112 fixed blade, that looks like the perfect sort of a knife that would do any job around the house, out in the yard, sort of just anything you'd want. I think it's a beautiful size knife, but the 102 really is lovely. Yeah, that's a lovely little knife.
That's the 212 fixed blade Ranger.
That's gorgeous.
So what I like about it is it has a full size handle, so you have, you can get a good purchase on it, but it's got a shorter, more stout blade to it.
Yeah.
So you can
Perfect.
really control this knife well. So
Lovely
good,
knife.
Good deal. Mike Curtis just ordered the Buck 110 from Walmart. Good deal. Let us know how you like it once you get it. Hopefully you'll get it this week.
yep.
I'm gonna order that one when I get off of here for sure.
Yeah.
They're sold out. I just ordered the last 10 of them.
You just bought 10 of them?
Yeah, I bought the last 10. I'm making a run on them, just like John
why
makes a run on the sow bellies.
Why would you buy 10 of those when you could buy a Jack Wolf knife for the same money?
Just because I knew John really wanted one and I wanted to corner the market.
Now that's a friend right there.
Yeah. RJ, you were right about policemen.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Just
No
try
sense
to
of
figure
humor
out
is
how many sow bellies you're willing to give up there, Thrifty.
Oh,
Byron.
No,
There's my favorite
you asked
blade.
for your favorite fixed blade. I think my favorite fixed blade I own is the Case Fin, and
Mhm.
I think the favorite fixed blade I don't own is probably the 119. I'd have to go with Tom on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So
There's my favorite fixed blade. The reason it's my favorite is because it goes in my front pocket. It's
yes.
just a lovely size. It goes in my front pocket. And this is the LT Wright Frontier.
Yeah, that's
And
nice.
Just a beautiful, look at the grind on that.
Yeah.
It's a lovely little blade, sturdy enough to do everyday tasks. But it's a 3-finger, but really comfortable, especially with a little bead there. Really comfortable in the hand, and it's easily hideable. That's just a little leather sheath that I've got. It's actually a beautiful sheath. Look at that.
That is nice.
Really nice sheath. This is from HS EDC. He makes beautiful slips. But what I done to convert this into a fixed blade carry is I got a little bit of leather. Well, it's thick cowhide leather. Cut a strip of it out about this thick, pushed it right down into the bottom of the case, and then I can just gently stab that into it, and it holds it absolutely perfectly in place.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Jerome says now that you're sharpening your knives, Tom, that you're not buying anymore. Is that true?
No, that would be incorrect.
And
If the choice came down to sharpening and buying more knives would always win out.
And Byron says he carries his Buck knives on Buck Mondays, and he loves his 102 Woodsman and the 112 Folding Ranger.
Yep,
Those are both fantastic knives.
they really are.
Matthew Baum carries the Gerber LMF2. And you know what? I know that what you're saying, you say, that there's better out there, but right there, it's your first fixed blade and you beat the heck out of it and it keeps going. That's what you need in a knife. If it serves you and does what you want it to do, then don't let anybody tell you that your knife isn't any good, because that's so. All right, Jerome, you're heading out. Gizmo's heading out. I see you guys are going. Hey, Patina Turner, glad to see you're in here. So yeah, everybody's doing good. What do you have there, Jason? I think you have a fixed blade that you wanted to show off.
I do. I have a Mora. I have actually several. I have one in my car, one in each bag, but they're the cheapest thing that you can get, and they're fantastic. They always come razor sharp, and you can beat them and not feel like terrible about them. This one's going to need a new sharpening job. They got used a lot at the show. I think it may have even pulled out some staples, which I think is why it needs a sharpening job. But I love that you can get them for like $12 and not feel terrible that
Yeah.
you ruined your good knife. So this is what I always recommend for a fixed blade, just because you can do some good work on them.
Absolutely.
That's all I had.
Okay. I see John's got something there.
I'm just going to show.
I'm just slow.
Let me grab that. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah,
Nice knives. Like them.
they really are.
You don't have to worry about taking care of them either, as cheap as they are. Just beat the hell out of them. And
Just use them. Just
do
use
like
them.
Tom. Don't bother sharpening it. Just
Yeah,
buy a new one.
I was going to say that's Tom's kind of knife.
Tom's philosophy.
Disposable
Thank you, folks.
knives.
I'm going to say cheerio if you don't mind.
Okay.
Thanks,
Alright.
Patty.
Patty.
Thank you so much for the chat. And Tom, congratulations. Well done. That was really great. I
Hey,
can remember how excited I was.
you've been there with me, Patty. Thank you so much for all your encouragement and support.
It's
I
not
really
a
do
problem.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Right, good fellows. I'll see you all next week. And to everybody out there,
Okay.
Nebuclid, it was lovely to meet you. And your skulls are amazing.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Take care, everybody, and I'll see you next week. Night.
We'll see
Bye
you.
night. I'm good now. I know where. Oh shit, where do I have to go?
I don't know.
Every week.
Exit full
Somewhere.
screen. Every week. Where am I? Got it.
You're right
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, we got it? No.
there. No, you're still here.
Nope, you're still here.
I pressed it.
You win.
That's funny.
Oh, I love it. Oh, there we
What
go.
you got there, Tom?
Yep, Tom's got
Well,
a knife.
Jason was kind of looking for a fixed blade, but be pocket friendly. This
Yeah.
is a CRKT Mossback. I don't think they're in production anymore, but I think you can still find them. But this is a nice little knife. It doesn't have the best sheath to it. It's got this nylon sheath. But there's a lot of these little bird and trout style fixed blade knives that would be very good for pocket carry.
Yes.
I didn't dig one out, but there's also, like with CRKT, they do a lot of neck knives. However, they come with a clip that you can put onto the little plastic sheath and clip them to your belt.
Right.
So there's a lot of options out there for very small fixed blades.
Very cool. I like that knife, man. Thanks for showing us.
Yep. It's a very nice little knife. Yep.
I got a deal alert for you, RJ.
Okay. I am always interested.
Now, I
in
don't have this knife. I just saw it, I think, yesterday on Smoky Mountain Knife Works, but they have two different knives from Uncle Henry. They're discontinued. They have them on sale right now for, I believe, I want to say 25 for one and 20 for the other. And they're both D2 steel with real stag handles.
Oh, wow.
And so that is a definite smoking deal over there.
Yeah.
I don't have like the specific model numbers, but
Okay.
if you put in D2 Uncle Henry, they ought to come up.
Okay.
And
Cool.
I think, once those are gone, they're gone because they're not making them anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. Well, I'll definitely take a look at those. And you got your little dispatcher there, Tom?
Yeah, I had this one handy.
Okay.
Little dispatch knife. Be another knife you could probably fit in your front pocket. Comes in this sheath here. But then, of course, you can always, have a custom sheath made for it. But this one comes in D2 steel. Very nice handle on it. Very grippy. Kind of a miniature Nessmuck style blade. But that would be a very handy fixed blade EDC knife also.
Yeah.
It's really classy. I like it.
And this is by Dispatch. And I think they're around $40 or $45. D2 steel.
How do you spell the name, Tom?
Dispatch. DISPATCH.
Gotcha.
And El Cap Addict had a question. It's more for you, Tom. It says, Buck made a combat ground series that had a nice Tanto and spear point, but they discontinued it since a lot of bucks have been discussed here. Do you guys like them? Well, I have no experience with them. I don't know if you do or not.
I don't like them, and for one simple reason. I didn't get one when I could. I don't have one. They had about 4 different models, some Tanto. They had a couple different handle colors to them, and I wanted to get one, and it was one of those, I'll get it someday, and now they're not in production, and the ones that are left, they're almost priced to where you can't afford them. It's a regret I didn't get one when I could. So I don't have any experience. I only have regret.
Yep. All right, Gary, the Last Ranger is out of here, and unless any of you guys have anything else, I think probably now is as good a time as any to wrap this up.
Thanks, Gary.
Yep.
Congratulations, Tom, and thank you, RJ, for inviting me. It's awesome meeting you guys. I appreciate having you guys or allowing me to be on here. Appreciate it so much.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. We enjoyed seeing all the stuff that you have, because all that crystal stuff is pretty cool. That's for sure.
That's a fantastic collection, man. Really cool to see all that.
That's nice stuff.
Definitely something you don't see every day.
No.
Hey, what's going on? Unfee is here. Big hello from Christmas Island. I think, Tom, you're probably the only one that's ever been close to Christmas Island.
I've been close, but not to it. Yeah.
Yep. Stay dangerous, Zen. That's for sure. And
Thanks
yes,
again, Zen.
you will hold the line, Crispy. That's for sure. Yep. You're here just in time. We're getting ready to go, Unfee. So, yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody for showing up and participating in the giveaway. Congratulations. Yes, Ken, it is too late. 57 is not going to work. Yep. Thanks, Maddie. So then, yeah, I just want to thank everybody for being here. Thanks to the panel and thanks to everyone in the chat. And we will definitely see you next week when we do this all again.
And how about a thanks to Mimo for doing the moderating there?
Nice job, Mimo.
Mimo is our master moderator, and he does a fantastic job. Yep.
You bet.
Thank you, Matt. Yep, it's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys. I enjoy the whole thing. This is probably the best thing we do all week. So I know I always look forward to it. I know Tom does. And
Absolutely.
John, do you look forward to it, or does it depend on the day?
When John gets frustrated, he looks forward to it so he can come on and give me grief.
Yeah,
I think
we're his therapy.
we're his therapy. That's right.
Oh, man.
El Phoenix wants to know who won the Pecos. Oh boy, who knows?
That's funny.
We may have to give it away. I don't know, but yeah, we'll decide that if we're ever going to do that or not.
No, you know what?
We'll hear it here first.
If we were to do that, we're going to buy another one. This one's coming back to you because I know this is a special knife to you, and yeah, we'd have to replace it for a giveaway.
For sure.
No, this one's coming back to you, RJ. I understand why you like it.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, guys. Well, we will see you.
I stoke my sow bellies when I'm stressed, Matt says.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh.
I got this one. I don't need to do this.
All right. Well, on that note,
Take care, Matt.
we'll go ahead and we'll say goodbye. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Take care, everyone.